30 minutes north of Minneapolis lies a city called Monticello. This will be the location for a 4-day Survivor-inspired charity competition where 24 people will compete for a $6,000 prize for their charity. 8 fans that want to prove they have what it takes to beat the favorites or the famous.
On 3, 1, 2, 3, Tangerine!
The favorites coming back, none winners, here to prove that they could try to win this time around. The famous, which have been on reality shows before, are here to play hard.
If anything, I think being on Survivor is probably going to hurt me. I'm going to be seen as somebody that can win in the end. It's just my personality, I guess, and it's something I can't turn off.
I was on Big Brother 15. Survivor, this style, it's 4 days, so it's out of the gates, going fast.
I joke that I feel like there should be a huge target on the back of my shirt. A, because I won Live to Give Season 2, but also because I won The Amazing Race Season 32.
My second chance story is going to be about building relationships, making amends with people who I blindsided in my first season.
And made it all the way to the end. I would love to do that again, but also I know it'll be a bit of an uphill battle.
I'm not good at puzzles, I'm not physical, I'm not very smart, but like I can get close to people.
I've been a huge fan of Survivor since a very young age. When you got people that you like idolize and seeing on TV, definitely interesting to see how I'm going to move and shake with the different types of personalities.
I think it's really cool to flex some of the Survivor fandom that I really have and experience it a little bit more.
I've always done these kinds of things my whole childhood. I've always had like Survivor birthday parties where I'd literally just blindside all of my friends and they'd be mad at me and then they'd be a bitter jury.
Four days, 8 fans, 8 favorites, 8 famous, $6,000, 1 winner. Everyone, welcome to Live to Give fans versus favorites versus famous. I want to say thank you guys for all being here, first of all. Secondly, I want to say thank you to everyone that waited. A lot has happened over the past years for us. I'm assuming you guys live to give, all of us. We've also had a couple losses over the last couple years. For those of you who don't or do know, Sunday Burquest competed on Survivor. She was from the area. It was a really huge part of this event in my life as well. So I feel like I owe her the service to speak her name into existence at the beginning of this and really say that I'm grateful for her and everything she brought to Live to Give. We also, for those of you that don't know, well, actually the favorites know. This is not the same land that you've played on before. After Season 4, we did lose our land, and we graciously had Chad, who owns this property step up to the plate and really take us under his wing. After literally a 3-minute conversation, he was like, "You don't need to tell me anymore, I'm down," and really saved us. And unfortunately, about a month ago, he passed away in an accident on the lake. And so I want to also speak his name into existence as well. We've had a lot that's happened with Live to Give. I think it's made us stronger, and I think this is probably going to be the most powerful, amazing season. They were both so excited for this event, and I hope that gives you guys some initiative to play this game.
Yeah, so number one, want to just thank the whole Live to Give team, the volunteers, specifically, obviously Brandon, Alex, Sean, Claire, you know, a lot of those guys really were close to our family, and really were right there supporting us as my mom went through what we've been through in the last year. So I really thank them. I know my mom meant a lot to Live to Give, and Live to Give meant a lot to my mom. So I want to thank them for all their support, the fundraisers, the different things that they did for us. It really meant a lot. So I'm playing for the Pay It Forward Fund, which is a charity that helps out families as they go through cancer and things like that, or severe illness. So something that's close to my family. My mom obviously has had 2 separate bouts with cancer, so having a fund like Pay It Forward really helps with kind of the basic needs. I think a lot of people think about, you know, medical bills or doing these big gestures, but a lot of times the things that you need most is, you know, groceries, standard bills, things like that, that really help you get by and allow you to focus on healing as opposed to worrying about your disease. So something that's close to my family, something that we've you know, been tied with. My mom was obviously close with, so excited to play for them and hopefully win some additional money.
So we have our fans, we have our favorites, and we have our famous. Lance, what makes you a fan? Why are you over on Orange?
I think I'm a fan because, first of all, I love Survivor, and I had the opportunity of working on this production team throughout many years, and been a fan of Live to Give. So why not come put my foot in the ring?
And Katie, so you look at the favorites, look at the famous. As a fan, you're stacking up people you've probably seen on Live to Give, and then people you've possibly seen from reality television or other types of networks. So what does that give you as a feeling sitting there?
I got a little fangirl going on. It's exciting, and just having been able to volunteer here before, knowing the atmosphere that will be around the whole weekend, and then having, you know, people it's exciting to see around. I'm just ecstatic. This is great.
Awesome. And Elder, is there a part of you that's excited being able to have a second chance to come back here again as a favorite, and kind of did you potentially learn from the last game to bring something to this game that's different?
Yeah, I mean, I'm incredibly excited to be back, and I hope I learned something. I better have. I just thought about it nonstop for the last 2 years. So I hope I learned something. And yeah, this is very exciting. You know, not a lot of second chances in life. I feel very grateful to be here, especially after everything that's happened the last year. So thank you for having me back.
And Cam, is there an aspect of all that brings slight anxiety? I mean, I'm assuming you have to assume that the fans have probably watched a little bit of Live to Give, and possibly some of the famous as well. Are you concerned at all that watching, or that perception of you could potentially affect the game coming into this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the name though, favorites, so hopefully they like us. There's a reason why we were brought back, each and every one of us, but I mean, there's potential favorites over here, there's people that have played the game before over here, so I mean, I think it's an even playing field for everyone.
Awesome. And Angie, you were kind of there at the very start when it was like a 10-hour thing, and you've seen it come to where it is now. What's kind of the difference from 5 years ago to being here now, standing here?
I think it'd be easier to say what isn't different, like what has stayed the same. I think everything pretty much has. I mean, I was telling people our buffs were beaded necklaces. It was a completely different experience, so I feel like I'm kind of starting over.
Elaine, you were in Fiji just playing Survivor, obviously a beautiful island. Now you're here in a rural area of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
This is my space though, bro. This is my space. I love the country.
And James, you just did an amazing race. You just raced around the world. Now you're going to be racing around woods. What's it kind of like going and hopping on planes versus running around the woods?
You know, I think running is the same thing, right? Running through the woods, no matter where you're running. So that's one thing I got with the race. And then secondly, sleeping on the ground. We slept in airports like 24/7. So it's no brainer.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, are you guys ready to get to the stuff?
Yeah!
All right, you guys ready to get to your first challenge? Who thinks they have the best team? Let me see, raise the hands first of all.
Tangerine!
Well, you're not starting with 3, you're starting with 4. I will give you guys your new tribes right now.
The twist at the beginning. I personally, honestly, was expecting something like that, but it definitely changed the dynamic of everything. I think it kind of evened the playing field for everybody, which I thought was good.
We will be having a 4th tribe. There will be 4 tribes of 6. 2 fans, 2 favorites, 2 famous. Now, are you guys ready?
Yeah. You bet. Do it.
So how we're gonna do this is I will name your guys' new tribe. I'll do you guys one by one. I'll introduce the advantages, the top advantages fundraisers for this season, and then I'll go through each your tribe. When I call your name, if you just want to step in front of the new color.
I can't do orange.
Orange?
No, I can't do orange.
I'll do green or purple.
So I will announce the top 4 fundraisers of the season. All 4 of these players raise the most money for their charity and will be receiving a different length of safety in the game. First up, for the Gray Tribe, which will be known as Owatonna, we have Bergen, who is our top fundraiser of the season and will be safe at the first 4 tribals he attends in the game.
I'm playing for Michelle's Place. It's a cancer resource center based out of Temecula, California. They provide, free services to individuals and their families battling, cancer. And it was the dying wish of Michelle Watson, who passed away at the age of 26, and she wanted her family to create a foundation for her, and that's what we've been doing.
All right, our second top fundraiser was Ryan V, and he will be the first member of our Green Tribe, which will be known as Shakopee. Ryan will have safety for the first 3 tribals he attends leading up to the jury.
Congratulations, Ryan. Live to Give Fans vs. Favorites vs. Famous is all about giving back. Prior to the game, all contestants were encouraged to obtain a sponsor for the event. You went above and beyond and locked in a platinum sponsorship for our event. For your hard work, you have received the Unity Precision Manufacturing Sponsorship Advantage. This advantage is an extra vote that can work up until there are only 7 players left in this game. Unity Precision Manufacturing. Building success together.
Our next tribe is the Purple Tribe, which will be known as Mankato. And our 3rd largest fundraiser of the season was Elder. Elder will be given safety for the first 2 tribals he attends before the jury.
I'm playing for the Moore School of Empowerment, which is a school for recent refugees, new Americans that have come to the U.S. In many, many cases, they're fleeing extreme violence in their country of origin. They come to the U.S., they don't have a lot of skills to integrate into American and Minnesotan society. The Moore School gives them English lessons, it gives them lessons on how to get your driver's license, all the things that we sort of take for granted as people who live here and grow up here, they need to learn. They help these new Americans get used to and get acclimated to living in Minnesota. And the charity is really important to my wife and I. We have donated for years to them over Christmas. And so for that reason, it was a no-brainer to play for more.
Our 4th top fundraiser was Andrea, and she will be the first member of the Orange Tribe, which will be known as Anoka. Andrea will be safe for the first tribal that she attends before the jury.
Open doors for youth. Let's say you get in a fight with your parents and now you're homeless, and not just for the night, but you're really homeless. Whether it's therapy, medical, food, diapers for your baby, they help you get back on your feet.
Are you guys ready to see who will be joining each of them?
Yeah.
All right. So the first member of Owatonna joining Bergen is Serena. Next member of Mankato joining Elder will be Janaki. The next member of Shakopee, which is green, will be James. The next member of Anoka, orange, will be Angie. The next member of Owatonna, gray, will be Cam.
Sorry, where am I?
Gray. The next member of the Purple Tribe will be Lance. The next member of the Green Tribe, Shakopee, will be Macy. The next member of Orange, Anoka, is Derek. Next for gray, Owatonna, is McCrae. The next member of Mankato, purple, will be Elizabeth. The next member of green, Shakopee, is Savannah. The next member of orange, Anoka, is Jack. The next member of Owatonna, the last two members, there's only two oranges left. Stan and Katie are joining gray. All right. The next two members of Mankato, I'll ask the last two. Purple is Elaine and Carter. All right. The last two favorites joining green, Shakopee, will be Hannah and Daniel. And then the last two members of Orange Anoka are Megan and Aaron.
The last pick in dodgeball.
All right. This challenge is called Live to Give Relay and will be a reward and immunity challenge. Each player will be assigned a different challenge in this relay, and once they complete their task, will earn a bag of letters. Once all of the letters have been earned and each relay task has been completed, two players will work together to unscramble the phrase to win immunity for their tribe. The first two tribes to finish will win individual immunity, and the two losing tribes will be going to tribal council. Do you guys have any questions? Nope. Now are you guys ready? Okay. Live to Givers, 3, 2, 1, go! Everyone's fighting! Carter's got the first back from Mankato. Savannah's heading back. Janicki, go! Ryan's off for skee ball. Janicki working on skee ball. Megan and Serena still working on the plastic. Janicki and Ryan have both landed one ball.
Okay, here I come, I'm coming.
Megan's got it for Anoka. Serena's still on the plastic. Ryan's got the second ball for green. Janicki with one ball, Jack with 0 balls, Serena's on plastic. Macy, go!
Let's go, girl, just take it easy. Woo-hoo-hoo! Come on, Janicki, you got it.
Janicki lands the second ball. Janicki, go! Jack lands the second ball, go! Macy's on the knots. Andrew and Elizabeth up for the knots. Serena's got the plastic.
I'm so sorry.
Macy, got the back. Macy, go. Cam, go.
Somebody's hot. Yeah.
Andrew and Elizabeth making quick work of those knots. Cam starting skee ball. Got the bag. Katie heading to the knot. Andrea almost done with her knot. Hannah, close. Oh, Hannah landed on the same ring. Snake's landed on a different one. Andrea, done for Anoka. Hannah lands the first ring.
Come on, Elizabeth. You got it. You got it, Hannah.
Elizabeth, done with her knot. Angie lands the first one for orange. Green and orange, both with one.
Let's go, Katie, you got it.
Lance lands the first one.
Let's go.
Yes, Hannah lands the next one for green. Take your time, you got time. Go, Lance, go, Lance. Almost there. Knock him out. They need to come completely off that board. Angie lands the second read for Anoka. Elaine's got some for gray. Aaron's got 3 left for orange, Daniel's got 1 left for green, and Elaine's got 5 left for purple, and I guess she gave some to gray. Aaron's got 1 left, Daniel's got 1 left. Aaron hits it for orange. Derek working on the puzzle.
Come on, Derek. You got it. No one better, no one better.
Daniel hits it for green. James is working on the puzzle.
Let's go, let's go.
Roll over, Elaine.
You got it,
You got it. Bergen's got 1 left. Yeah, Bergen hits it for Owatonna. Grab the back, Bergen.
Grab the gate, grab the gate.
Come on, babe. Good job, Elaine.
All right, Elder.
James is moving. He says, Stan scrambling the words, Derek scrambling the words, James scrambling words. All right, each of you can send in your next puzzle person. Who is it? All right, the 2 people that are left on the map, there's no more talking. Two minds, one board. Safety is nicer than luxury. Correct. Safety is nicer than luxury.
What? Everyone all around.
All right, so in first place, Purple Mankato, congratulations. Immunity, and what do you guys want for reward?
I think the puzzle told us to take the advantage.
Advantage at the next challenge? Okay,
Yes.
sounds good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elder. All right, Shakopee Green, congratulations. Come grab immunity, James. And then what reward?
We would like the pillows.
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, Owatonna, you got 3rd. So you'll be going to Tribal Council 2nd. Would you guys like a tarp or a s'mores kit? Tarp? Okay, all right, who wants to come grab it? Cam? You're welcome. All right. All right, Anoka, super close. Jack? Take your s'mores. All right. Owatonna and Anoka, I will see you guys at Tribal Council. Shakopee and Mankato, congratulations. You guys can head back to camp.
One, 2, 3.
Shakopee!
Woo!
I'm excited to be back for Live to Give as a favorite to come back and redeem my early release from season 4. I think I learned some lessons of trying not to come in quite so strong. More than anything, it's just really exciting to be back and have a second chance for this amazing event.
Yeah, we could store it in there.
I'm not as big of a threat as some other people. People have watched 16 of these other contestants on something else before, whether it's Big Time or it's Live to Give, and I think I'm going to be one of the smaller names out there, and hopefully I can stay under the radar and have that as an advantage.
I mean, it's not. Oh, there's so many frogs.
Yeah. Should we bury him? Oh, is he still alive?
Yeah. It's like the guts are out of it. I would say I'm a very strategic player. I like to think 5 steps ahead and kind of figure out the plan A and plan B that go along with that. So if people automatically come in knowing these things about me, they would probably write me off from the very beginning.
Really?
There's green ones over here.
Let him go be with his family in his dying moments.
Having even James on our tribe, who actually won the amazing race.
But I also loved Kazakhstan because I remember ripping open the clue and thinking to myself, why Kazakhstan? This is so random. And it was so cold, but like when the sun was coming over the mountains, it was so beautiful. And like you never think to go to Kazakhstan, but
It's definitely weird playing with people who have actually been on reality TV. I do feel like a little bit like, oh, we gotta watch out for them. They might be like a threat because we feel like we know them just through the screen.
I feel a little bit like an outsider right off the bat, but I am excited to be meeting all these people. Yes, I have competed on a national stage, but I'm just a pageant title holder. I'm not really someone that's been on TV like they have, so I do feel a little undeserving, but I'm excited nonetheless to just be a part of it.
It's been pretty chill so far. Not a whole lot of game talk since we've won. I'm really hitting it off with Macy. I would really like to work with her moving forward.
Didn't necessarily really get much time in my season to prove that I'm a favorite, but I guess for some reason they brought me back. So I think this season for me is a chance to prove that I am a favorite. Look at us. Yeah, we just need the sticks to catch.
Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas while we're here of what I should do with my life, let me know.
Any career counselors around here?
Yeah, honestly. Like, you would be really good at this. Just shoot it at me. I'm open to anything, except for like stripping. Maybe not.
You'd be really good at
that. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't throw that one my way. When we see players that have been here before, are they a threat? Do we try and vote them out right away? Daniel, I watched him on a past season. I saw that he got voted out right away because he was potentially a threat.
I'm having a lot of fun getting to kind of decide who I'd want to form an alliance with.
Yeah, we don't have dry, like real dry shit that we're putting on it, you know what I mean?
Would it be better to look for dry twigs or dry leaves?
I've gotten along with everyone really well so far. I am a little bit more shy, not as outgoing, so I'm really open to kind of working with whoever, but I feel like there's a good vibe in our tribe.
Yeah.
You got it.
Boy, I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on, Lance.
No, I'm not touching it.
Are you gonna eat it?
No, you
No.
can't eat that.
If you lick his back, it makes you trip. Y'all want to go on have a good ride tonight?
Like an acid
Y'all-
trip?
When I was on the island, I used to just go off and go in the woods and just
pick up animals.
Yeah, I found some crazy shit in the ocean I'd never seen before. I don't know. The reason why I fell in love with Survivor in the first place is because it's an outdoor game. And I love to be outside. I love to be connected to nature. You know, my favorite thing to do is working on my farm. And I like being outside and in the woods, and not taking a bath is always a plus. I know, but you can't be scared, dude.
I'm not scared. Elaine has like made herself a presence to me, talked to me, joked around with me. And I'm a vibey person. I love that about her.
All it is just to feel a little slime. That's it.
All right, 1, 2. Whoa!
It's just a little slimy. It's like it's a creature. Yeah. And I'm playing for the Knox-Whitley Animal Shelter back home, and you know, I'm a big, huge advocate of animals. I love animals, so it's like, why not do something for my local shelter? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta learn and explore and appreciate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you never know what kind of things to like.
Now, if it's a snake, I kill it.
this shit.
We're saying, when we said it's up to 6 people and then one person's immune, it's like, what are you supposed to do? I think we're keep winning though. Hopefully there's like...
Yeah, let's do that, because
yeah.
My goal is definitely to make as many different connections as I can to make sure that, hey, if a plan is made, I'm included. I kind of want to hang back, at least for the beginning part of the game. Let the game come to me. I don't want to create anything crazy to start.
What's your Are you tight or no? Yeah, that would be ideal.
This season, I'm gonna try to go more on the male side. My first season, I was all about the female alliance and the women, and this season, I think I'm gonna try to squeeze my way working with the males. I think that'll really help advance my game.
I think this is enough to get us at least until dark. It's insane how much wood you go through. But if I had my way, I think I would want to vote out either Elizabeth. Probably Elizabeth. One of the big mistakes I made in my last game was I played too out front. To strategize, to be constantly thinking and letting people know that I'm thinking, right, all the time. This time my hope is that I can enact Operation Silent but Deadly. My plan is to keep my mouth shut, smile a lot, say a lot less, and save it all. I can just sit back and let the game come to me, which is my plan, and hopefully I can enact that.
Huh?
Like
They're all great, yeah.
The thing is, you just like, it doesn't matter what happens during the season.
No, it's just
you obviously become friends afterwards.
Yeah.
the one person I really am sitting there like, please God, please God, please God, don't put me on their team, is Elder. Didn't get a good vibe from him. And even at the last part of the mix, he was like, Lance, I feel like I haven't talked to you all day. You're just not my cup of tea, baby boy. The sticky situation is that Elder is safe at the first 3 tribal councils he attended. So my strategic hat of like, get him out, so the first chance I get is out the window. So now I have to play a game of sitting back and reading the room and see where I fit in this tribe.
And you get back and you only have an hour to deliberate and figure out who's going, or who you think is going home first. There's a lot of pressure there. So, you know, that's definitely been the most stressful part.
For thoughts and stuff.
So you guys want to break and you just get firewood going?
Perfect.
Sure.
Can you give me a hand with the water?
Okay, yeah. Do you tell us after all, or?
But honestly, coming to this game, there's nobody that I wanted to work with more than Aaron.
Aaron is a big guy, kind of an alpha, and I think he could be a good shield for me.
Aaron and I obviously want to have a core, and I kind of propose like me, Aaron, Angie, and Derek take out Megan, and then Andrea right as soon as she's not going to be immune.
Yeah.
Should we put the wood like?
Are we supposed to keep it off of the cheek?
Jack and Aaron locked me down into 3. They're trying to do some bros alliance.
Let's just do Megan. Those 2 are down.
That's what I thought we were doing. That's what we're doing. Okay, just because Megan. They want to vote for Megan, and Megan is one of the people that I had the best vibe from at the social. There's no way I'm writing Megan's name down. So they're all the guys are voting for you. Yeah. And they can go with them. But if me, you, and Angie at least lock down 3 votes on Aaron, Aaron's gone. He has a connection to a ring.
Andrea's with us.
He has a
Andrea's with us for sure. Andrea came to me and said, she said, let's do orange and green.
Okay,
let's just make orange and green.
Here's the thing, no, according to Aaron, Andrea threw my name out. So she could have been lying to him, or she was telling the truth.
She was lying to him, I promise you. I promise
Can you confirm that?
I promise you, I will confirm it with her. Derek and I, we really like hit it off from the beginning. We have a lot in common, and he reminds me of who I was when I was his age, and he's so excited to play, and of course I want to play with that. I will confirm it with her.
I'm not writing your name down. I got such good marks from you at the...
I did too. I'm playing with you as long as you
100%. I don't want to do this like, let's vote on the girls thing.
Yeah, no, stay with her. Stay with the old ladies. That's what you want to do. It seems like the Purple Boys are coming after me. They were bringing my name up right away, which I expected. I mean, I'm the old lady around here, and no one was initiating conversation with me. I was always the initiator. So I feel like it's easy to just say, Megan's the old lady. We can just get her out of here.
I don't know what to tell her because I'm talking
them that I was begging for my life.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, Aaron.
Trying to get me medically evacuated before.
Yes, we want I mean, obviously, the old school fan is always like, keep it strong.
Yeah.
As long as you can. But I'm open to options. Yeah, I really like Angie, and I hope that she trusts me, but I definitely feel like I can work with her long term. As of now, I think Megan's going home. That's who I'm writing down, and then Megan being older and, you know, ideally trying to keep the tribe strong. That's the route we're going. I mean, look, low-key, I vibe with you, and I can say I'm cool with like being soundboard, because I don't think people would be like, oh, Angie and Aaron are gonna
It was really hard for me to come back here. I didn't really have a very good experience the first season. It already has kind of split off. I feel like a lot of people have kind of come up to me and like talked different games. I just don't really know where to go yet. I wish I could have more time to like think it through. I feel really good about Aaron. Personally, I don't think I have a connection, so I feel like if you were able to keep that connection, then that would make me feel better about it.
Right.
Okay, like, this is the dumb, not nature person in me. How much wood do we need?
I think Megan's really nice.
I personally want to keep her in. Just because I think she'd be like easy to work with.
You got singing nettles.
Oh, I got stung by another one. Oh.
They're like fire.
Fire what?
Fire leaves. But it feels like fire.
Really?
Okay, well then you got
the strongest people. These challenges aren't about strength. They're not. My ideal world, it would be clean sweep Jack. I just don't know. Like, I think if we get one out, I just feel like the other one would come back, and it's hard, but because I feel like so many people are throwing different ideas that it's like, it's so up in the air right now, and I have no idea.
I mean, like, yeah.
Well, I have these things on me too.
Take your socks off. Where is it? Is it bugs? What's that?
Oh, it's fire on me.
Yeah, you got medical problems. They're super close. Let's take a shot. Yeah, okay. I'm not.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No, there was. I looked down. I got stung. There was a wasp like on my.
It was a bee?
Yeah.
A wasp.
And then I got an. Oh. I'm fine. It just sucks.
Yeah, I just got stung on the leg.
I think there's like a wasp nest over there. So
You got a bite mark?
Yeah, he's got
And then I was running
by a
through.
few.
Nothing says welcome to Survivor than getting stung by 4 bees. So. And then I got
Yeah,
stuck
you
with
probably just
these
need a little
things.
rubbing alcohol on it.
Oh god, why is this not working anymore? What do you do? I almost got your hair.
Oh.
I like your hair too. I wouldn't want to do that to your hair.
It's easy for me to be around boys, and but no one came up to me, and then when they did, it was certainly not like I was part of the game. So I immediately kind of felt like, oh, I don't know if you're not wanting to play with me. I'm just a number to you. The good news is that I'm really good at making relationships, and I feel like I've made a really good relationship with Angie and Andrea already.
I'm immune from this. I think I have an alliance with Megan, Jack, and Aaron. So I'm like, well, maybe I got a little power. Jack.
Yeah, one second.
Guys, I don't want to go to table tennis. I like all you guys. It's not fair.
Luckily, it does seem like right now Aaron and I are not big targets. It seems like we're more valued as challenge threats, famous people that they want around camp. So hopefully Angie votes out Megan and then we could get a quick vote on. That's the hope.
I don't know if this is what I would consider fun, but like I am enjoying it.
It's distracting me right now.
Yeah.
Angie and Andrea are the swing votes between Jack or Megan. I don't know what Angie's doing. She's now in like a swing vote position.
I think that everybody is thinking Aaron and Elaine are going to work together, so I think if he makes it to merge, he's done.
He's a shield.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like keeping in somebody stronger.
I was compromising, and now I don't really know what's going on. Unless I'm just being a paranoid, whatever. But regardless, I'm going like 1,000 miles a minute right now in my head. I'll do Jack.
I went into my season last time with Brett on my team and knew from the beginning that we should get him out, and I didn't. So I live with that regret. Like I know you need to get the big, powerful, famous people out.
We heard that about you from Elaine.
And I'm really ready for I'm gonna make some big moves to this game. If I can get through this first one, I'm gonna make some big moves. I'm super excited. Like I'm gonna play different this time. Watch out for me, seriously.
Anoka, welcome to your first tribal council. So let's get to it first. Andrea, you have safety for this tribal. Walking in after that challenge, knowing that you guys had to come here and then getting that, what was that like?
I was still excited, still fangirling here. I don't know, I still want to make connections. I mean, I'm safe now, but I'm not safe in 20 minutes, so.
And Jack, you guys come in your groups collectively, famous, favorites, fans. Were you guys expecting a twist right away like that, or were you guys thinking you were going to start the game in your little famous clique you have?
People were talking about maybe having a twist, but I was pretty confident that we'd stick with the original tribes. But obviously the twist happens, unexpected things happen, but pretty happy with the squad that we got. Nearly pulled out a win. We were this close, but yeah, I'm excited to see, hopefully if I stay, like what we can accomplish as a unit, so pretty pumped.
And Megan, so you guys lose the first challenge as a new tribe. What is the first thing you guys do when you get to camp? Did people scramble?
We were all in shock because I think we won that challenge. It was like we went from first place to last place in 4 seconds. Like I watched my puzzle boys, like they were the first to get safety. They were the first to get luxury, and I'm sitting there, oh my gosh. And then I watch Aaron, he's like, it's THAN, he had it. And then the boys took safety and luxury, bless their hearts, and they flipped the words.
Luxury is better than, or nicer than safety. I mean, that's just stupid. And that's my fault. So, I take full responsibility for that.
So Aaron, you've played Survivor. You did the puzzle. Do you think that puts a target on your back?
Yeah, I mean, I volunteered in that situation. I take full responsibility. I'm the one that switched the letters. If you put yourself in that situation, you got to come through, and I just didn't deliver in that situation. Unfortunately, it cost us, so.
We were all walking back like, we were first place. Like we came back to that puzzle in first place, and it took us, it took me like a good 15 minutes to be like, we just lost.
So Derek, you guys botched the puzzle technically together. Do you think that puts a target on your back?
Right, it's so hard the first vote because you can base it on so many different things. A lot of the time, tribes do base it on the first challenge, and the reality is that me and Aaron were the puzzle makers and we lost to the tribe. So if one of us goes home, it's expected.
How do you base that first vote?
I think it is a mix of history as well as new relationships.
When you say history, what do you mean by history?
I mean, it's fans versus favorites versus famous. So everyone here has history in a sense, whether you've played before, you've seen certain people play, or you've played with another person here. Anything could factor into tonight's vote.
And Angie, he makes a good point, like people do know of each other. Does that factor in anything for this vote? I mean, people played on multiple seasons together, or people played seasons of real reality shows together. Does that factor anything?
It definitely does. I just feel like you can swing any person to be a threat, you can swing any person to be an ally. It's really just how you perceive things and like how you want to do it. Everything is a factor.
At the end of the day, I think Live to Give, we're all here to play, so anything could happen.
All right, we will get to a vote. Derek, you're up.
I did not think I was going to be this worried about being first boot, but hopefully the boys come through and the girls forget feminism or something, I don't know.
I really like you a lot. I wish you could stay. I don't know, maybe you will.
It's been a little while.
I'll go tally the votes. All right. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes.
First vote. Jack. One vote, Jack. Megan. One vote, Megan. Jack. That's 2 votes, Jack. Jack. That's 3 votes, Jack. 1 vote, Megan. First person vote off the Live to Give fans versus favorites versus famous. Jack, can you bring me your torch?
Good luck, guys.
Jack. Jack, spoke. Alright, well that was your first vote. It will only get harder from here. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
I think the girls realized like they needed to stick together. They just decided to flip the target because I was a bigger threat. Maybe there's like a bit of a trophy on my head. The charity I was competing for was the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of Minnesota. There's plenty of people out there who deserve the support, so I was happy to play for that cause. Good luck to Derek and Aaron and everyone else on the other tribes that didn't vote me out.
This
Do you
one.
have any rope or anything?
I got from like
Oh, yeah.
I am a super fan of Live to Give. Getting together at camp was really fun. We got the extra tarp as the reward. So we've got it all strung up neat. We've got a fire going. I jacked some chips. People aren't coming in being like, I'm gonna cut throats and stab backs. Like, you know, we're here for charity. We're here. There's just really kind-hearted, neat people here.
I work with moms for a living. So Katie is someone who I think I can trust. There's one fan I wanted to get on my trip. This girl. I got it. I got it. I'm in a really good position in my tribe. The way that it's all divided, she'd just be like, jump. She'd be like, oh my God, let's go.
So awesome.
You want to see the rest of the... There's a whole carcass.
Here, lead the way with it.
Follow me, my
Follow the-
tribe.
Okay, it's just right over here. It's got to be a little, like, maybe...
It's obviously a jackalope.
That's what I was going to say. It's that fake animal. So, if I remember right...
That's like freaking anatomy class. Petals.
Don't put it in your mouth. We just said to put it in your hair, not eat it.
One vertebra.
To battle every time we go to a challenge.
Oh my God.
I'm ready. We might need to get like a stronger...
I can't be anything but me being silly, goofy. Survivor, this style, you know, it's 4 days, so it's out of the gates, going fast. I have a feeling that we might see a repeat of last time, I guess. Well, I don't know.
I wish I could have seen the plastic in your teeth. They were telling me about that. I was like, I was booking it. I was like, we gotta make up time.
Could you be that? It was like, you were like almost in tears and like...
Our alliance formed very spur of the moment. Just I had a good vibe from Dorina, Bergen, and Stan. Okay. You let me do it because I'm not the elimination person. No, you did the hardest.
Where's the...
I played pretty safe my season. I stuck with the same people. I'm not trying to do that this season, but I mean, from what I know, it's going to be us 4 strong. And
I think we can go. It's gonna... All right.
I was already approached by pretty much everyone that they want to vote out McCrae. Honestly, though, I'm not done working that.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank
Thank you.
Where did you even get that?
Definitely from Goodwill or something.
I'm like, that's not actually.
I've got a
weird.
real nice one that I was like, maybe I should bring that one. I was like, no.
The
I got
shoulder
these spare
pads, really.
This is 80s style.
Really? Okay, all right.
If we get rid of a famous, I'm the only famous left, and that's going to put a big target on my back.
I'm with you. Hmm?
Oh, I don't know what you're saying.
Oh.
Candy.
Katie.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. My strategy right now is anyone but me. I don't care right now. I just don't. There's nothing to go off of. I mean, Bergen has all the immunity in the world. I have to just start kissing his. I just want to find it because I don't even want to use it. I just want to find it so I can be like, yeah, I found it.
So we just started looking for idols when I found this guy. The only downside is I did find it in front of McCrae. I know that McCrae is McCrae, and my worst fear is that he says that Kim has an idol. It's not ideal. I know the #1 rule of Survivor is never tell anyone you have an idol. I know that, please don't kill me, but I think I have to tell my alliance for now. You know, but McCrae's on your board, so he's for sure gonna.
Awesome.
Because I know people
Come on, click it right on your camera. Right here.
Who else knows?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm sorry, okay, just I know McCrae, if he leaves, he's like gonna out it. I don't want you guys to feel like I don't trust you, because I trust you.
I flew all the way to Minnesota to play this game, and I'm playing now. I'm gonna let them make the decisions that I want to happen, and that's how I'm gonna play this game. Your boy ain't going nowhere. I think I'm gonna stick to my guns. The middle piece here is Serena. Serena, you did amazing.
Thanks. So did you. You guys were right there.
I know, we felt so bad.
I mean, honestly, it was as soon as he said the clue, even though I kind of up the challenge from my vibes I'm getting that people like want to actually work with me. So the pros of voting out McCrae is that it's easy. It won't ruffle anybody's feathers on the tribe for right now. But, you know, if we do it with Bergen once, then maybe I have a better relationship with him.
Like get a jar that's like really hard and you hand it to the next person and they like break it open.
Like terrified. Like what if I'm the first boot? And everybody like hates me forever. Those are just insecure thoughts that like that's the worst thing that could happen this weekend.
I don't want to like, yeah, that sounded like legit.
Bergen, is that your safety for 4 rounds, or or what is that?
No, meet Otto. This is Otto from Owatonna.
Okay.
And he's like our little tribe mascot. We found like a whole carcass, and so
you just brought the head?
Yeah, of course.
And the bone.
Okay.
And the bone.
One of the bones.
Awesome. That's amazing. I guess we'll just get to the beginning of it. You guys walk in and you see the fans versus favorites versus famous. And Katie, as a fan, like this is your first time playing the game, and we throw a twist on you like that right away. How did you react in the moment?
I figured you guys had something up your sleeve. It was a little too easy to have like 2 years of saying this is what we're doing. Too easy. So like I was kind of like they're gonna throw something and I didn't know what.
All right. And Stan, Katie just said 2 years. What is that 2-year wait like to come here waiting while you're raising for your charity?
I mean, there's a big thing, well, maybe a little thing called the pandemic that happened in the last year or so. And, you know, as someone who kind of like saw it kind of happen and with my own 2 eyes,
I wanted this experience as kind of a way to, you know, show the world that we're back. It's now safe to play again, like sleeping next to random strangers. So you know, a year ago when the pandemic ravaged, you know, the world, this is not something that anyone would want to do. So I'm glad that we're back. I'm glad that, you know, things are normalizing and everyone's kind of staying safe. And I would like to commend everyone for doing a great job, and I'm super honored to be here right now.
Stan says the word back. Serena, Cam, you guys are back.
Back again, baby.
How does it feel to be back?
It feels good. Obviously, I, you know, had a pretty good run of it the first time around, and I'm excited to have this cast. This tribe is awesome. I'm really unhappy that we lost and we're sitting here right now, but yeah, I'm happy to be here with all of you.
And Kim, how about you? I mean, you've waited actually 4 years probably since being back. In those 4 years, as a person, have you grown, and what brought you here today?
Yeah, I mean, I lost probably 30 pounds. I have a hair transplant. I am a new person. But besides that, I mean, like, Live to Give has had a similar, like, a glow up, if you will, of just like, we have lights, there's a million volunteers. Like our season, there was like people filming on iPhone. So like, this feels like a brand new world. It doesn't even feel like I'm playing Live to Give. It feels like I'm playing like a elevated version of Live to Give at this point.
So Stan, it's very obvious there's a 2-2-2 split. How do you come into this vote? Like, what happened at camp?
The 2-2-2. I don't really see that. I don't think anyone really sees that at camp.
So everyone's just intermingling and
I think it's a group of 6 human beings that just want to play, huge fans of the game.
And McCrae, what do you base this first vote on? How do you come into here and just send someone home after 2 hours of potentially not even knowing them, really?
There's nothing you can do. You can't base off anything. Basically, it's like, well, I hope they don't write my name down, and that's all you can hope for. I'm just gonna get in there and I'm just gonna throw out a name and see what happens.
And Bergen, you're safe for the first 4 tribals up until the jury phase. How does that feel?
It feels comforting. I think, you know, it was a little awkward when we got to camp. You know, no one wanted to make kind of the first move, and so it felt good knowing that at least my name won't be shown on the paper.
So do you feel like potentially as someone in a famous category, did you feel that your teammates kind of looked at you like, oh my gosh, like, you're Bergen?
I don't think they looked at me like, oh my gosh, that's Bergen Olsen from Amazing Race. You know, I didn't win or anything my season, so maybe if that was the case they would, but no, we're all just, you know, one team, one dream.
And so McCrae, did that dynamic in those divisions affect anything, or were people bouncing around?
I was definitely working a little bit harder. The famous people, I was definitely trying to schmooze with them a little bit more.
Katie, as a Survivor fan and Live to Give fan, how did that feel, having the categories and then splitting you all up right away?
I wasn't expecting 4 tribes of 6. I was expecting 3 tribes all mixed up.
Oh, a mess.
Yes.
You know, this game is about adapting, so when you throw something like that at us, everyone should be able to adapt, you know? That's what a good player can do, so it is what it is.
I got nothing else to say. At the end of the tribal, I always open it up and ask if there's anything anyone wants to bring to the table or make messy.
Yeah, don't vote for me. That's, I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing you can go off of. It's all just vibes, I guess. Basically vibes.
Vibes. All right, we'll get to a vote. Serena, you're up.
This isn't comfortable, but as long as it's you, it's not me.
All right. This is an idol. Is this an idol? This. Is this also an idol? Isn't there? What is this? That was one, right? That was a thing. I get them if they are. I'm voting for you, Katie, not because I don't like you or anything. That's just what everyone told me. So either I'm screwed or you're screwed. Sorry.
tally the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote. McCrae, that's one vote McCrae. Katie, that's one vote McCrae, one vote Katie. McCrae, that's two votes McCrae, one vote Katie. McCrae, that's three votes McCrae, one vote Katie. The second person vote off of Live to Give fans versus favorites versus famous, McCrae. You need to bring me your torch. Okay. Chart is spoken. Time for you to go.
I hope you all die!
Get your stuff, grab your carcass, go back to camp.
Pretty bummed out. I thought I was doing all right. I thought everything was going good. I think my experience on Big Brother actually hurts me because what makes someone stick around longer in a game like Big Brother is the exact reason that someone goes earlier in a game like Survivor. So I am too likable, I guess. I don't know. I'm having too much fun at camp and I got a bone in my hair, for God's sake. I chose the MS charity because my mom has MS. It's a thing that a lot of people are affected with. I love it. This is great, but also I don't know what I could have done differently. Survivor's not a game for me, I think.
Can you also actually read this on camera for us, please?
Alright. Imagine! Thank you for participating in Live to Give fans versus favorites versus famous. No one wants to leave this game on the first day, and we know how difficult it must be to know that your journey to compete for your charity has to come to an end. But what if we told you that it wasn't over quite yet? Thanks to our platinum sponsor, Imagine Theaters, we are giving you a second chance in this game.
Thanks, Imagine Theaters. Later this evening, all of the players that were voted on the first day of the event will compete in a challenge to get back in the game. This means that you're not quite out yet. This is your second chance in the game, so good luck and continue to play hard for your charity. Are you up for the challenge? Sure, let's see what happens.
Yes. No, I'm not. God damn it. I knew it.